Broadhurst Park, Ashton. Picture the scene. It's a sunny day. It's September, early September 1982. Three great mates are going in the park and they're going to take microdot acid together. It's a secluded place where they're away from everybody. What could go wrong? Join me today as I relived that eventful day 42 years ago. Come, let's go. So just down this hill there used to be a swing where we used to all sort of like hang about and swing on it, which was great fun, as you do when you're a kid. But yeah, so we sort of like chilled on that swing for a bit until it kicked in the until the acid kicked in, and this is where we caught sort of just us three, me, Duff, Pete, just hung about, and we'd get the trails going like to each other. Are you getting trails? Are you getting trails? And we're going, wow, look at the patterns. Yeah, and we just kind of, yeah. But what we did find was a football quite similar to this, and the grass was a lot shorter than it is now, but it was amazing. We was kicking the ball to each other, and it was like we could rewind it. Rewind, slow motion, fast forward. But all too soon, it started dark, the skies started darkening, and we knew it's time to move on and leave this heaven of bliss. And we decided to go to Ashton Park and chill out there for a bit. Right, let's go there now. Come on. So here we are, Ashton Lane Swing Park, which it once was, and now it's just, as you can see, just deserted. Just there, that square tarmac, I don't know if you can see it, that's where a five-a-side football pitch were. If you can believe this, there was floodlights over it, and there's a brick wall that was built around it, and fencing to stop the ball going out, all that sort of thing. Anyway, in the middle bit here was like a little hut kind of thing with a slide on the top. You'd slide down it, but you was a hut here where you could sit and chill. And this is where Team Austin used to hang about, I'm guessing from 82 to 83. Yeah, just you know, just doing loads of crazy things here, drinking, smoking, all that kind of thing that young people do. But anyway, I'm digressing. So we came here, me, Duff, Pete, and we'd meet Tez, Chad's brother, and Doyle, the punk rocker, dressed in his leather jacket, painted leather jacket with GBH on the back and also discharge. Ironically, GBH would have something else to do later on, but let's not go too far ahead yet. So he's had bleached hair, bother boots, and he looked a proper thug. But this kid, he was so funny. He's just the funniest guy ever, and he was a sweet kid. But he loved the fisticuffs. It has to be said. But hey, whatever. So anyway, so they said to us, hey, why don't we go down to Margaret Ashton College, aka Harpray High School for Girls, as it was, but it just changed over to Margaret Ashton College. It's now a sixth form college rather than a girls' school, I should say. Let's go there. They've got an open night on, so I'm guessing this is probably a Wednesday when all this is taking place. So it's Wednesday evening now. It's dark here. Okay, let's go down and check out and see what's occurring. So let's go down there now. Come on. Nigel Road. So these are some of the original gates of the old college. But as you can see, it's all houses now. Built a house on it, knocked it down a good few years ago. So it was outside the shop here. It wasn't called the Friendly Shopper then. It was just an off licence. We bumped into Nebo and Dee's crew. So they hung about near his dad's shop on Muir Street, which was over there. So he tells us, hey guys, we're on a bit of a beef with some goths in there. You want to come and help us out? It might kick off. So obviously Doyle was up for it. Yeah, we'll help you out. So me and my fellow two acid heads tagged along. Yeah, and so this is what happened next. Let's go inside the let's go inside. We'll be walking probably one of the corridors I'm cycling through now. So a shout goes up, there they are, let's charge them, or something along them lines. So we all dash down the corridor and we're running after the goths who haven't seen the increased numbers all take off in flight, and they all run out of the main building and into the middle of Church Lane. So fights are happening all over the place. They are people getting their asses kicked. Just sort of here, not here. Me and Duff and Pete. We just kind of whoa. We just sort of walk off in that direction, and looks kind of saying, right, looked at each other, right, let's get out of here. This is not for us at all. You know, we're no interest in violence. We're on acid, man. We're into peace and love. Let's get out of this. So off we went, leaving Nebo and the gang and Tez and Darla to carry on with the ultra violence. Yeah, so we made our way back up Nigel Road to back on the park, our safe haven. Okay, that's what we did. So back on the park, me, Duff, Pete, happy days. About 20 minutes later, we're joined by Tez and Doyle. They are full of full of adrenaline, pumped up. Wow. So they tell us what happened. So the guy, the top hat kid, he got stumped, as he said. He got one hell of a beating. And he was sort of pumped up with what happened in the fight. But he apparently got a proper good kick in, the top hat kid. Yeah, so that was that. So we stayed on the park a little bit longer, and then someone said, oh, I'm hungry. Should we go down to the Chippy? Well, Ray's Chippy, as it's known, is situated where? Church Lane, right opposite Margaret, Ashton College. Not a very wise move in hindsight, but as you will see what happens next, it was a terrible decision. I should have stopped and went, no, I'm not hungry, I don't want any chips, I'm staying here. But of course I followed the guys and we went down to the chippy. Let's go. Hopewell Chippy, or as it was called back then, E12. Now it's Hopewell. Yeah. So, but we used to call it Ray because the Chinese guy who owned it, his name was Ray, I think. But we called it Ray's anyway. Before these shutters here, there was a doorway where you could sit in. And the door one was that was the entrance, and there was a doorway there you could sit in and eat your chips. Anyway, so we're in there. Pete's just bought some chips. White Black Mariah or white police van pulls up. And the two coppers bundle out, come in the chipper and take us out. He said, we got your description. The description was guy, bleached blonde hair, bother boots, black leather jacket, painted stuff on his back. We was banged to rights. The bundles in the back of the van. Tez says, all you have to do, keep your mouth shut, say we're on the park, and we can front this out. Oh my word. I'm sat in the back of the van. I light my last cigarette up, or maybe I had two, I'd shared it with the guys. Took a drag of my cigarette. I looked down at the floor of the van, and yeah, all I could see was trails and patterns in it, and I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm still high and I'm going to a police station. What a night. Right, let's go. So they took us to Collyhurst police station. Let's go there next and let me relay the rest of the sorry tale. So behind me is Collyhurst Cop shop, where it once stood. As you can see, it's all fenced off now, and it's overgrown. So there was like a car park at the front, and it was set back a bit, the actual building. Let's see if we can get inside somehow, eh? Where is the will? What did he say? There's a relative. Let's go. Berlin Wall. I want to go over the Berlin Wall. Not the Berlin Wall. So, as you can see, it's all I've been all the way around, and it's just this fencing, but maybe there's a way in this way. Let's try it. Right, I should do it, shouldn't it? There it is. First look at Collyhurst empty cop shop. On top of the wall, man. Gates are open. Oh, it's a bit of a drop now. Right, so this is it. Like someone's been having a party in here. Lots of empty Budweiser bottles. So this, I'm guessing, well, I'll walk into the middle, but I'm guessing this is like sort of the main bit of the old police station. Yeah. So we was taken in here, taken out of the van, into the reception area to get processed. So we all sat on a long bench together. Me, Pete, Duff, Doyle and Tez. Pete still's got his chips, so he's trying to palm them off on me. He said, have a chip, Chris. I'm like, no, my hunger, any hunger I had, was now replaced by fear. Was replaced by fear and paranoia due to the LSD that was still messing with my mind pretty bad. So I don't want it. And he's nudging me, have him, I don't want him. So the copper hears the commotion. You! Over here now! He yells at Pete. Pete walks over, his chips in his hand. Put them in the bin now. Pete puts them in the bin. We're all looking at him, trying not to laugh, stifling our giggles. Well, that was a light moment into what came next. So we got led to the cells, each individual cell each, placed in there. So you're listening for noises. So I heard some noises, a bit of shouting, and then boom! The door bangs open, 2 CID walk in. Your typical 70s looking, even though it was the early 80s, it was a typical 70s overweight, moustache. And the smaller one sat down next to me, stinking of whiskey. I could smell it on his breath. It smelled evil. I'm right in the corner. And he goes, so are you messed up in all this GBH thing? I sort of go, yeah, sort of hesitant to sort of drop myself in anything. He says, well, the young lad who had he didn't actually say the top hat kid, but I'm guessing it was him. Well, the young lad took one hell of a beating. He's on a life support machine and he could die. He could be getting done with murder, my friend. I'm going, oh my word, what the hell? So I need to know who did it. Now I'm convinced it's that punk in there, that Doyle. I know he's done it. Give me his name and you out of here. I look him in the eye and I go, we was on the park officer. And then feel a punch, boom, boom on my leg. That makes me yelp. Now just tell me, I know it's him. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna get a beating. But then he stands up, straightens himself out, looks at the other guy, nods, and he walks to the door. Before he goes, he turns and stares at me and goes, I'll be back for you. Oh no! Then I hear him, doors banging, goes in the cell next to me. I hear voices. I hear Duff's voice. I hear shouting. Then I hear, it just sounded like a commotion, but I hear boom, bam, boof. He's getting tossed around the cell. He's getting hammered. But in between sort of whacks and things, I can hear him go, "Who's at the park officer?" And more shouting and more noises, and this goes on what seems like 20 minutes, but probably only lasted a matter of minutes. And yeah, I'm sat there thinking, oh my God, what a night this has turned out. The guy may die, so he could be going down, we could all be going down for murder, and they're coming back to beat the shit out of me. If they come back, I am grassing everyone up. I would not have been able to hold my tongue if they would have came back in. So what seems like eons pass. The door slams open to the cell. I fear the worst, but it's the duty sergeant saying, "Come on, get your shit together, man, you're out of here." And so I'm let out of the cell and went to the desk. He tells me the kid's not in life support anymore, he's okay, which is a huge relief off my shoulders, I can tell you. And yeah, but we've got to come back next week and see if he's going to press charges, and we'll let out the cell one by one. So staggered, no one's waiting for me. I walk down Collyhurst Road, no, not Collyhurst Road, Rochdale Road over there, and just walk and walk. It's about 1 AM in the morning now, it's drizzling with rain, and I'm thinking, what a worst acid trip ever. Luckily, the following week, we went back to the police station and he didn't press charges and everything was fine. So, yeah, but it could have been a lot worse. Yeah, so that was it. Collyhurst Cop shop, man, all gone. Right, let's get the hell out of here. Oh shit. This must open. Yeah, it does. Excellent. Smash that like button if you like this video. Yeah, more videos to come from memories of times gone by.